the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend in my energy paralyzed. I'm like a bear in a mess, you the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. I heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you, a cheater, run up down and there in the scene. I feel just like, I mean, for real. Touch the driver's sauce so I don't even grab the wheel. That's a lot on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this. I just take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me. Got a brand new visor. Yeah, you're a friend smart, but my bud's wiser. Yeah, get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant. Look, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment. Energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning. Stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find out. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I wear a flat gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. Died.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the New England Patriots. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
He was brought down by
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Down at the 31.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
What a great rookie campaign in 2019 for DK Metcalf, who came in with high expectations, was actually upset that he went in the second round, not the first round, but quickly proved everyone wrong who didn't take him prior. 900 yards receiving, 7 touchdowns, and looks exactly like a Seattle Seahawks receiver is supposed to look. Big, strong, physical, and catches all the contested passes downfield.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle.
1st and 10 at the
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
33-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Carson down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Chris Carson.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Football is such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you're thinking, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up the first down.
Wilson
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Phillips on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. They'll run it here. This is James White, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Michel. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Now the second-year punter, Jake Bailey, on for New England. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. .31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
6-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Good catch there by DK Metcalf, and when he came into the league, we were all impressed by his physical attributes. Looked like he was chiseled out of stone. This guy's body is one that we all really wanted to have. But as his rookie season progressed, they added more and more to his plate. Now at times, with his size, his speed, and ability to catch the ball downfield, he looks downright unstoppable. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They run it with Carson. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And now a carry here for the fullback. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take
A gain of 2.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
He's going to take off with it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. This is Carson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Only a yard.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The quick slant caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the end zone, Newton. And it's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Jamal Adams, an all-pro for the first time a season ago, had a fumble return for a touchdown and a pick-6 last year. And he delivers another pick-6 right here. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Patriots nothing.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Steps away. He'll try and run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
They'll try the air now with Newton. He's going to take off with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this 1st half. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half.
To kick off for Seattle.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. Here's Harris to return it. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Patriots.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
They will go for it. Now Newton. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Bruce Irvin. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Carson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play? Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
To throw on second and 6, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Now it's Carson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Chris Carson.
So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try to put it in that way.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Good. Makes the score Seahawks 14, Patriots nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Shaquille, no doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. That's caught by his tight end, Matt Lacoste. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Quinton Dunbar with a pick. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now Myers for the extra point. And this is no good. Boy, that didn't even get there. Not a good effort at all. And our score remains the same.
The kickoff for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Harris to return it. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Dancing to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Patriots.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. It's Quinton Dunbar with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
9-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. About 3 yards there to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because is it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Nick Bellore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A shotgun snap for Newton. Buying time to his left. He's got Lacoste as tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. No. 20. Hey, switch gears.
First down, here's White. And he stopped immediately there.
White, the ball carrier.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
And when the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
On second down, Michel. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown.
Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Penny on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run again with Carson. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
1st and 10 at the 45.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions. So for the Seahawks, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our...
Nice like this, I wish. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me. Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zaza. You really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. You really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. Somebody
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Set to kick off.
The Browns kicker, Cody Parkey, all set, and off we go from First Energy Stadium. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf.
Wilson's
a gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run with their fullback. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
All day, dog. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Mayfield on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over.
Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Push him back. Push him back.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, he's picked off at his own 46. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
The score, Browns 7, Seahawks nothing. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
12 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Chris Carson.
Tay Davis there on the tackle.
32-yard.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And the Seahawks.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play? Down, the clock keeps moving.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Operating from the gun. Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First down, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
It's 2nd and 8 on the Seahawks' 41-yard line.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
Mayfield's pass.
He'll give him 3 on the play, and it'll be third down.
3 brings up 3rd and 4.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Mayfield with it once more, and it's complete. Hooper. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first. On 1st and 10, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Kareem Hunt.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 13 yards out. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
For the extra point.
Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a real
first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He lets it fly from Lockett. And this one is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second and very short, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
48-yard line.
Hey, watch out. Check, Mike. Hey, alert. Here we go.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Shaquem Griffin.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Yard line.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Mayfield now from the 50. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Sets up fourth down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here we go.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
It's a turnover on downs.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now. 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off near his own 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Wilson.
How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquem Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 40 yards. First turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Parkey adds the extra point, and it is 28-0.
Seahawks nothing. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the ref.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
He'll find Metcalf. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass to Austin Hooper as his guys continue to pour it on.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Parkey with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He'll try and run it, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more.
Complete.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down, Seattle.
Check 93.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty.
And he's going to go down again. Larry Ogunjobi picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on third and inches. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Mayfield on first down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down. First and 10 at the 15.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Now Mayfield, and he's got it, and he's brought down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
6-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this throw will be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy.
And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Jarvis Landry.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Flushed out right. And he completes it to Hunt. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield now looking for the end zone. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Mayfield's pass intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know, are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
This is second nature. All is automatic.
You fools hurt. Jesus will.